Now check this out. Let's see what's going on in Maryland, because apparently there's some sanctuary jurisdictions, and these counties are like pushing back, y'all, because there was like a big old list released. I don't know if you heard about this, but check this out.
The Trump administration has released a list of more than 500 sanctuary jurisdictions across America, defined as any place where local policies obstruct the enforcement of federal immigration laws. 18 jurisdictions in Maryland made that list. The administration has also identified Maryland as a sanctuary state, although there are no official state policies supporting or opposing cooperation with ICE.
The Trump administration says each of these jurisdictions will receive a formal notification of non-compliance. The Department of Homeland Security is asking leaders in these areas to review and revise policies to align with federal immigration laws. According to an executive order signed by the president last month, these jurisdictions are at risk of losing federal funding if they don't comply.
Governor Wes Moore says his priority is the safety of Marylanders, saying when a violent offender is in custody, they plan to remove that offender regardless of any arbitrary list from the Trump administration.
Mayor Brandon Scott says Baltimore is not a sanctuary city by definition, but he says this is a welcoming city. He says Baltimore remains committed to protecting the rights, dignity, and well-being of all city residents.
Right now, ICE says Prince George's and
a welcoming city?
You what? Howard counties,
all city residents,
are the only two Maryland jurisdictions ignoring ICE detainers. And this week, ICE officials say Howard County authorities released an illegal immigrant and convicted rapist despite a formal request from ICE for his detainment.
Oh, hell.
Fox 45's Jessica Babb spoke to Howard County residents about the sanctuary policies in place in the state of Maryland.
Well, Howard County does have policies in place preventing them from working with ICE. We talked with several residents today who believe the county should be cooperating with the federal agency in some way. But the Department of Homeland Security coming out with this new list of sanctuary jurisdictions defying federal immigration law, with Howard County making the list.
This is something that's been like a reoccurring thing happening in Howard County. You know, we put detainers on egregious criminals that are in their custody, and they continue just to release them.
ICE officials.
That is crazy.
This week, pointing to the case of 20-year-old Alex Flores-Arce.
Oh, man. TikTok, y'all come over to YouTube because they're not going to like this story. Y'all, The Mystery Project on YouTube. Come on over real quick.
A Honduran national convicted of second-degree rape. ICE says the
Dear God.
Howard County Detention Center failed to honor the detainer, releasing him.
My reaction should be the same as your reaction. Outrage.
Passed in 2020, Howard County has policies in place preventing cooperation with federal immigration agents.
I don't think they were aware that there were no exceptions. While
county officials haven't answered our questions on if they will review or revise their immigration policies, in a statement they've reiterated their policy was affirmed by 64% of voters in the county and can only be changed by council action. They also say their laws don't interfere with the federal government enforcing federal laws.
It's a touchy topic.
So we hit the streets to see what residents have to say.
My heart goes out to people that want a better life. Don't get me wrong. There's just a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. And you don't facilitate the wrong way of doing it. And Howard County and the state of Maryland has been facilitating the wrong way. And you need to take some corrective steps, that's all.
I think they should work with ISIS to a certain degree, not fully.
And while others off camera were split, in this Gonzalez poll from earlier this year, 75% of people polled said they'd support requiring local officials in Maryland to cooperate with federal law enforcement agents in their effort to arrest and deport undocumented immigrants who have committed crimes.
The law's the law.
Other counties named on the list include Baltimore County and Arundel County. In Baltimore County, the county executive says they aren't a sanctuary jurisdiction and says public safety is their highest priority, and they say they follow the laws. In Anne Arundel County, it's the same.
Public safety is our highest priority, but we're going to let people out that did these crazy acts.
Same story. Officials say they aren't a sanctuary jurisdiction and haven't adopted any local laws or policies obstructing federal immigration laws. They also point to their program allowing ICE to take convicted criminals into custody after they serve their time. Howard County officials in their statement continue to say that they were unaware of any law requiring local officials to enforce federal immigration law or even hold someone in jail longer than their release date. But they said if that law did exist, they welcome ICE to bring it to their attention.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we weren't aware that law existed. Oh, would you just bring that to our attention?